Let's take a look at the field usage report. You can log into any Salesforce org over here at right, Production, Sandbox, OAuth Endpoint, whatever you have, and click the Launch button below to get started. Now over here at left are all of the custom objects in your org. You can select any object, and then over here at right you need to select the records that you want to run the report on. You can select records with a filter, by name, but the easiest thing to do is just to select all records. Let's do that for the account object and preview the report on the next tab. Now the field usage report will gather a wealth of information about every one of the fields in the account object, and this will help you make judgments about whether a field is underutilized and should be removed from your org or deprecated. This information is presented as a color-coded list with the fields down the left-hand side that shows fields with low usage, medium usage, and high usage. For each field, we calculate the total number of records, the number of used records, the number of empty records, records with the default value, and records with a distinct value. And to the right of that is the percentage of each one of those categories. So let's look, for example, at the account name. As we can see, there's 1,000 total, none empty, none default, 958 are distinct, and here's the most popular values and least popular values over here at right. So that's a field that's obviously in heavy usage. Let's look at a field that shows lower usage. For example, the number of employees. We can see that there's only 22 values used, most are empty, there's 21 distinct values. We can see what those values are over here, so obviously this field isn't being filled in very often. Now another piece of information that you might want to pay attention to is over here in the details column, because we'll also show you when the field was last created and last modified if this information is available. And so that can be important. If it's low usage but the field was recently created, that might be the reason. When you find a field that has low usage, you can edit the compliance information over here at right. The compliance information will let you set the business status, the security classification, the description, the help text, and the compliance group information right here from inside the report. Your team can use this information to keep track of the usage and the status of all of your different fields. Okay, so when you're happy with your report, you can go back to the first tab and select any number of other objects and their records, and then you can run the field usage report on all of those on the Display Report tab. The final report will display all of the selected objects and their usage information in a single page. So here we go. There's the account object and the first and second and third other objects that I selected. The Manage Usage button here will let you control the color coding thresholds for the report. You can also use our Smart Deploy feature. This will automatically take the fields in red and add them to a delete job list. This goes straight into our deployment interface, and now you can delete these fields from the org right from the report. All right, that's the field usage report.